Have you ever had everything ready? The flight is booked, bags are packed, and still something inside you says, double check this. That was me the night before an important trip. And what I checked was not the weather or the airline updates, it was a Qi Men Dun Jia chart. Hi, I am Jayashree Bose. I help individuals, business owners, professionals make better decisions using ancient metaphysical systems like Qi Men Dun Jia, Bazi, I Ching, Feng Shui, and Zuri. Now, these systems are grounded in strategy and not superstition. If you value time, clarity, and smooth execution, this is for you. Now, if you're someone who dislikes wasting time and energy, like you're a business owner or a CEO or a professional, you know that time is money. This trip was extremely important. It took multiple rounds of scheduling between my secretary and my client secretary to lock it in. And still that night, something told me to check the chart. If you're new to Chiman, it is a Chinese metaphysical forecasting system. Now, Chiman can be used for various purposes. There's Chiman Dunjia date selection, there's Chiman Dunjia spiritual practices, then there is Chiman Dunjia destiny. But today we are focusing on forecast, which is the Chiman Dunjia forecasting system. And this system is used for strategic decisions from business to travel. Now, when you want to check Achievement Ninja chart for and use it for forecasting, there's a particular way to do it. Let me quickly share my screen with you. For quick checks, we look at two boxes which are determined by the parts chart of the particular time you are using for the forecast. Example, here the day represents the asker, the hour represents the outcome. Now you have to check the stems, which is the hour stem and which is the day stem. I know this is getting a bit technical, but so this is how you do a quick forecast. So if you are a beginner in Chiman, this can be a quick lesson on how you can do this. Now, you got to find where this particular quay, which represents the asker, which is me in this case, is located. In this case, it is located in the north. Okay, we'll check the top. All right. Then we need to look at the outcome. The outcome is represented by Jia. In this case, it is Wu. Okay. Now, Jia, there's something about Jia. Anytime you're using a Jia hour to do a forecast, remember Jia will always be with the chief deity. So you need to see where is chief, and then you know, okay, this is the box which is Jia. In this case, this is southwest. Now, before we go any further, it's important for you to understand that each box belongs to one of the 8 directions, like north, southwest, east. Like you can see here, it's written north, it's written southwest, and each box is tied and each direction to a particular element. For example, you have south, which is related to fire, southwest and northeast are related to earth, north is related to water, northwest and west both belongs to metal, and then southeast and east are wood. Now, within these elements, we also have certain relationship. So, southeast or east produces south. Now, south produces southwest and northeast, which is earth. Now, earth produces metal, which is represented by northwest and west, and metal produces water, which is represented by north, and water produces wood, which is represented by southeast and east. Now, this is important to understand in Chiman because if we have a productive cycle, as in the outcome box produces the asker box, that means it is a fruitful or a productive outcome. All right, at a basic stage. Advanced stage, that it might not mean that as well. Okay, now, there's another cycle which you need to pay attention to. And in this video, this is where I was because it was against me. Southwest and Northeast represents earth element, right? We just went over that. Now, that controls water element. Now, when you have this, it means that the outcome is not in your favor. Definitely, there are obstacles, delays, resistance, or even a cancellation. So let's look at the chart quickly. Now, this is my chart when I was doing the forecast for my trip. Now, here you see this is the outcome, right? And this is the asker, which is me. When you see this, what do you see? You already know southwest, which is earth element, controls north. Now, this represented resistance, delay, or even cancellation. Now, additionally, this is a Fu in chart. What does it mean when I say Fu in chart? It means nothing is moving. Energy is doubled but stuck. No flow, no change. And it often signals the original plan will not work out. I am not going anywhere. All right. So even though it was pretty late in the night, I messaged my client. But before I could offer a solution, she said, what if we change the plan? What if you fly to a nearby city and I send a car? That moment, right there, was the shift. Interestingly, the southwest box also has the death door. I know that the name itself is like, oh, okay, somebody is dying. I hear that nobody was dying. It actually means letting go of one path and beginning another. And additionally, it had the support of the chief. And it was also envoy. Now, I know these are technical terms, and you're thinking, what is all this, Jayashree? I'm not getting it. Anyways, death door basically means that you need to let go of whatever you were planning, kill the original plan, come up with another plan. All right. And chief means there's somebody who's going to help me out and things are going to fall into place. Envoy also means that I will find a solution. So even though technically this was a Fu in chart, there was no movement and nothing was happening, all right. And on top of that, we had the outcome box controlling the asker box, which means again, I was not taking that flight. The plans changed. And that is what I exactly did. I took another route, her car picked me up, and I reached my destination smoothly. Meanwhile, what happened to the original flight? Delayed, 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 and then cancelled. And I watched the other passengers, they were stressed out, they were arguing, and they had to line up for the refunds. Basically, time lost and energy wasted. You see, we make decisions every day. And when you're running a business, you're leading a team or managing high stakes projects, you cannot afford maybe. Now, Qi Men is non mystical, it is a practical forecasting system, one that helps you time your actions, reduce waste, and stay one step ahead. It helped me to avoid a travel disaster. It can help you avoid unnecessary delays in business, hiring, expansion, traveling, investments, probably anything under the sky. Now, if this made you curious about Chiman and how it can be used for business decisions, timing, or even daily planning, stay connected. I'll be sharing more stories, examples, and insights on how this system works in real life. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who will benefit from it because you do not have time for maybes. See you in the next video.